between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, D'Amico Ryans. These guys fighting through a miserable stretch of games. Just one win in their last 8. Facing off with him here, and that's Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Happy you could join us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Kicker Kaimi Fairbairn just about set. And away we go from East Rutherford. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. With a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
A 7-yard pickup.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rolling off the play fake. He keeps it and takes off. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
Pickup at 3. Brings up second and 7 at the Texans.
Throwing it on second down. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Throw left side, complete. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Oh, they are loving this one. It flies out of bounds, and it wasn't too far off the end zone. They're going to say it crossed at the 3. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them to go and put a score on the board.
And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. They'll throw to start the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
Here's a throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They've got first down here from the 36. of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut out left. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open.
Oh, try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Oh, back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. New set of downs from the 37. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Right up the gut. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Catch made over the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. As he's out shyer that time on the tackle. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Trying the right side with Tracy. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Off to Tracy. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
He's brought
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd down, Tracy gets it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll work against the blitz. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. He's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryan is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, it's Jalen Knoll. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They came into this one on one of the league's longest losing streaks, 7 games, Brock, but hoping this lead holds to help them get back in that win column. They'll run here on first down. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
They get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But fortune on the Texans side. What their guys got to it, they're going to keep the football. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. This plays a design run. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Line up the design keeper. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. This time he's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. He cuts it to the right sideline. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down at that 17-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's enough.
From the red zone now. Near the goal line. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
Texans 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Noel to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really manageable 2nd down.
Back to the well again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Texans, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. And the Texans, 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
He's dropping back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That one's complete over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Giants and Tyrone Tracy are running back on now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Looking in the air here. Back to his wide out, it's a screen. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. So 3rd and 6 on deck, Broncos. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Giants leading the way here at MetLife. Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Working on 1st down. Jump off, caught by his back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Complete to Tyrone Tracy. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pass play coming here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw here. Into traffic, complete! And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. The kick by Roddy's good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
1 final shot before the half. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He's got it down the sideline. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Foxborough, the Patriots at home to take on the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And this is Kyle Williams. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. The Patriots find a way. They win it by a point. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the visitors' running back. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans taking on the Jets. And this is the Titans quarterback. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Titans come away with the victory, this one in front of their home crowd. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Rico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans first down.
We go play action on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gain of 14. First down, Texans.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up. Throwing now off the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give it to him again. Off behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's a positive. That's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Man in motion, headed right. Give here to the motion man. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run, netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw now. Forced out to his right. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans get 6 points for themselves.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll take the lead.
Texans 14, Giants 13.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. First down, play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Short pass brought in. He's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down near the 31.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Making the call himself. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The play fake. He'll throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard.
Look to throw. Finds him over the middle. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete out to the right. And just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49.
He's going to throw it again. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. He's going to throw it. Finds a man, and Troutman has it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
That's interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Down to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grab the lead on their first series of the half. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Trying for it on the ground. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Score Giants 21, Texans 14.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Kate?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground and run it in for 2.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building, because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Texans first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it'll be 1st down, Houston.
10 at the 40-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Dropping back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Giants into the nickel, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. This is caught near the pylon. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
38-yard line.
Quick toss headed left. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play straight ahead. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
at the 37-yard line.
Another carry for it. They'll give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
2nd down pass play coming. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over. And that lead certainly isn't safe.
No to return this. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Texans ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pass play now. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans. Lone back gets the handoff. Jukes away from one. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Texans.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Handoff on second and short. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Got all of it, and this is good. And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance. Knocked the field goal through the uprights, and of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
He fields it from the 8. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in, week out. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Number 17.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2. At the 32.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Catch made underneath, ball back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We've set it down from 37.
First down. First and 10 at the 37.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Here they go, getting set for third and 4.
Brings up third.
Looking to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
And the Giants first down.
They'll try and punch it in. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. From the pocket, looking for a target. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
5 yards brings up third.
He's back to throw. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants take a fourth quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring it to a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. They just exposed them.
Right on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. To throw here on first down. It is caught left side. And he's taken taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him, and starts at the 38. Setting up to pass. Connecting on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 4 yards. First down.
He'll look to throw it. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 43.
Running for the marker on 2nd. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
To throw.
3rd down and 2.
Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Texans first down. A gain of 13 yards. And
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Throwing now. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Desperation time here on 4th. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Ryan Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Airing it out to start this drive. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Looking on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
1st and 10.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So much pressure resting on this kick from Matthew Wright. This is a 48-yard look for him. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.